everybody, Dr. Darren here. Welcome to the 2-Minute Lifeline. Our question today is, what is T-1? T-1 means trauma minus 1 second. I want to backward think right now, literally. We've got 3 parts of our brain. The neocortex, it's the higher part of the brain, what separates us from all other species on this planet. As human beings, we're so proud of our big neocortical brain. We've got a limbic brain, and that is the emotional brain. It's the instinctual, sexual, reactive behavior brain. And then there is the reptilian brain. And the reptilian brain is the primal, obsessive, compulsive, ritualistic, keep your heart beating, keep your lungs breathing brain. And it is the integration of these 3 brains that is essential for us to be fully conscious and able to adapt in any given moment. T-1 is when there's a perceived emotional trauma in a situation. What the limbic brain does is it takes a snapshot of the circumstance, and all the sensory data of that moment are downloaded and saved into a file of short-term memory. It's not integrated into long-term, it's saved into short-term. And it doesn't go to the neocortex, it doesn't go to the higher brain where we can creatively and logically think and then take action. It stays in what's called the limbic reptilian holding pattern. And what happens is, all of a sudden the color blue gets triggered. All of a sudden the color blue, because the color blue was there at that first emotional perceived trauma incident. And the color blue gets triggered and we just go like this, bam, and we're like, oh, my head. And then all of a sudden color blue happens again, bam. And we don't even realize it, but we're in this reactive behavior of doing things or not doing things that is hurting ourselves. And pretty soon, color blue gets triggered, a certain sound. Bam, and I'm like, oh, I got these horrible headaches. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting these migraine headaches. I got to go see a specialist. We don't realize that what's causing the headache is this memory, this T-1, this trauma that has been backed up 1 second. I don't remember it because it's been backed up 1 second, but I've got all of this sensory data that when it gets triggered, I relive that moment again and again, but here I am 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years later. It's called a maladaptive stress reaction. And maladaptive stress reactions are the core of biological stress in the body and behavioral stress in our own minds and in our own relationships. Understanding what this T-1 is key to recognizing how you can begin to understand how to create a shift in your own life. Hey, hope you've enjoyed this 2-Minute Lifeline. Don't forget, leave your questions and comments below. Keep shining bright. Infinite love and gratitude.